Okay, let's be real. Politics can feel like that boring family dinner you try to avoid. But here's the thing, it affects you, whether you like it or not. Think about it. The government decides how our taxes are spent, our roads are built, our schools are funded. That's your money, your commute, your education we're talking about. And don't even get me started on healthcare. Whether you get sick or not, the system impacts everyone. Then there's the whole climate change debate, which, spoiler alert, isn't really up for debate in the scientific community. These are real issues, folks, impacting our daily lives. Ignoring politics won't make it go away. In fact, it's like ignoring a leaky faucet. Eventually, it's going to flood your whole house. So yeah, politics matters. It's about time we all paid attention. Voting isn't just a right, it's a responsibility. When you vote, you're making your voice heard on issues that matter to you. And it's not just about voting. Getting involved in your community can make a huge difference. Attend town hall meetings, join local organizations, and stay informed about what's happening around you. Staying informed is easier than ever with the internet at our fingertips. Read the news, follow credible sources, and engage in discussions. Healthy debate and discussion are crucial for a functioning democracy. Don't shy away from conversations about politics. Protests and rallies are another way to make your voice heard. They show that people care and are willing to stand up for what they believe in. Writing letters to your representatives or making phone calls can also be effective. Let them know what you think and what you want them to do. When we all get involved, we can create positive change. It's about building a better future for ourselves and the next generation. So, why should you care? Because your voice matters. Your actions matter. Together we can make a difference. Let's not just hope for a better world, let's work for it. It's time to care, to act, and to make our voices heard. Remember, politics isn't just about politicians, it's about us, the people. So let's get involved and make a change. Because at the end of the day, we all want the same thing, a better, brighter future for everyone. All right, let's dive into the ring and see what the political heavyweights are wrestling with these days. The stakes have never been higher and the issues more pressing. First up, climate change. The planet's warming, ice caps are melting, and natural disasters are becoming more frequent. It's not just about the environment, it's about our survival. Some politicians are all about renewable energy and reducing emissions, pushing for solar panels, wind turbines, and electric cars as the future of energy. While others are still clinging to fossil fuels, arguing that the economic benefits outweigh the environmental costs. The future of our planet literally hangs in the balance. The choices we make today will determine the world we leave for future generations. Next up, economic inequality. The gap between the rich and the poor is wider than ever. It's a chasm that threatens social stability and economic growth. Think about it. A handful of people control more wealth than half the world's population. That's messed up, right? This disparity isn't just a statistic, it's a daily reality for millions. The question is, what are we going to do about it? How do we create a fairer, more equitable society? Some argue for raising the minimum wage and taxing the wealthy, believing that these measures will help redistribute wealth and provide a safety net for the less fortunate. While others favour trickle-down economics, insisting that benefits to the wealthy will eventually trickle down to everyone else. And let's not forget healthcare, a hot topic if there ever was one. It's a matter of life and death, quite literally. Should everyone have access to affordable healthcare, ensuring that no one is left behind due to their financial situation? Or should it be a privilege, not a right? Should healthcare be something you earn rather than something you're given? The debate rages on with no easy answers in sight. These are complex issues with far-reaching consequences, and the decisions we make now will shape our future for generations to come. So, what's at stake? Everything. Now, let's talk about the power of the people and the media that often speaks for us. Public opinion matters. When enough people voice their concerns, politicians listen. That's why protests, rallies, and social media campaigns can be so effective. But here's the thing, the media plays a huge role in shaping those opinions. They decide what stories to cover, how to frame them, and who gets to speak. It's like a giant game of telephone where the message can get distorted along the way. So the next time you're scrolling through your news feed, remember to be critical. Question everything. Don't just accept what you read or see at face value. Do your own research, get your news from diverse sources, and form your own damn opinions. Hold on to your hats, folks, because the 2024 presidential election is shaping up to be a wild ride. In one corner, we have incumbent Vice President Kamala Harris, a seasoned politician with a reputation for being tough but fair. She's all about social justice, climate action, and strengthening the middle class. And in the other corner, making a comeback bid, is none other than former President Donald Trump. Love him or hate him, there's no denying he's a polarizing figure. He's promising to make America great again, whatever that means. It's a clash of ideologies, a battle for the soul of America. Who will emerge victorious? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, this election will have major consequences for us all. Section 5. What voters want: economy, healthcare, immigration. These are the pillars of concern that shape the American political landscape. So, what are the issues keeping Americans up at night? Let's delve deeper into these pressing matters. Well, the economy is always a top concern. People want jobs, they want lower taxes, and they want financial stability. The fear of unemployment looms large, and the desire for a thriving job market is universal. They want to be able to afford groceries and rent without having to make sacrifices. The rising cost of living is a daily struggle for many families. Healthcare is another major issue. The American healthcare system is often criticized for its inefficiencies and high costs. Americans are fed up with sky-high costs and limited access to quality care. The burden of medical bills can be overwhelming, leading to financial distress. They want a system that works for everyone, not just the wealthy and well-connected. The call for universal healthcare is growing louder. Families are worried about how they will afford necessary treatments and medications. The demand for reform is urgent. And let's not forget immigration, a topic that always gets people fired up. The debate over immigration policy is as heated as ever. Some want open borders and a path to citizenship for undocumented immigrants, believing it to be a humane and just approach. They argue that immigrants contribute significantly to the economy and deserve a chance to become citizens, while others want stricter border control and limits on legal immigration, citing concerns over security and job competition. These are complex issues with no easy solutions. The divide in opinions makes it challenging to find common ground. But one thing's for sure, politicians who want to win elections need to address these concerns head-on. They must listen to the voices of the people and propose viable solutions that resonate with the electorate. Section 6. Trust me, I'm a politician. Or am I? Let's be real, politicians aren't exactly known for their honesty. They make promises they can't keep, they dodge questions, and they often seem more concerned with getting re-elected than actually serving the people. So how can voters tell if a candidate is trustworthy? Well, it's not easy. You have to look beyond the smooth speeches and the carefully crafted public image. Do your research, read up on their voting records, and pay attention to their actions, not just their words. And remember, trust is a two-way street. If we want politicians to be more accountable, we need to hold them to a higher standard. We need to demand transparency, integrity, and a genuine commitment to serving the public good. Section 7. Be the change, your vote, your voice. All right, folks, time for a little pep talk. Democracy isn't a spectator sport. It requires participation, engagement, and a willingness to make your voice heard. That's right, you have the power to shape the world around you. First and foremost, vote. I know, you've heard it a million times before. But seriously, your vote is your voice. It's your chance to choose the leaders you believe in and the policies you support. But don't stop there. Get involved in your community, contact your elected officials, and speak out about the issues that matter to you. Remember, even small actions can make a big difference. Section 8. Conclusion, democracy in action. So, there you have it. A crash course in the wild world of politics. It's messy, it's complicated, and it's always evolving. But ultimately it's about us, the people. Remember, democracy is a work in progress. It requires constant vigilance, participation, and a willingness to hold our leaders accountable. So stay informed, stay engaged, and never stop fighting for the world you want to see.